Good morning, folks. It is Monday, the 21st of February. This is Flat Cap Callum. I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up today, we've got a normal £20 staking day. We've got 3 bets, 3 lucky 15s coming up for you today. Before we do, we'll do a review of yesterday. And then for those that want it, after I've done today's bets, I will do a stats rundown for the week and see how we fared overall last week. Alright, so review of yesterday. Cracking day, really happy with it, I guess is the headline. We had 5 horses, 4 of them placed, none of them won. Similar to Friday really, we had 5 places out of 5 on Friday, we got 4 out of 5 today. It doesn't sound very much, but when the prices go in, it's very helpful. So we had SPs on the channel yesterday, 22s, 12s, 22s, 12 I think it was. Bets on the channel were 20, 11, 28, 14. So it was really marginal, slightly better the prices I got in the morning, but it wasn't much in it. So I'm hoping some of you did some nice bets out of that yesterday. I guess the thing to flag with yesterday's bets is that on the lucky 15, I put 4 in obviously and 1 out on its own. And I only changed it just before. So Ernie Bilko was my risky bet, which wasn't in the lucky 15. The other 4 were in. And I changed it about 20 minutes before I did the video yesterday. Why did I change it? Because the return yesterday for that bet, we got 52.10 back off a £10 bet. So it was just over 400% profit, which is a great day. Now, but if I'd done it the other way around and I'd had Ernie Belco separate and Scottish Wind in the bet, we would have looked at a £180 return. Why did I switch it? And why would I say I feel like I did the right thing? Because most of you would probably not agree. The reason I took Ernie Bilko in is I was less confident with the horse. There was a bit better value in it, not just because of the price than Scottish Wind, but the difference between that one nabbing a place and Scottish Wind nabbing a place was £180 versus £580. So the calculation I made was it was worth the risk to try and hit the 580 versus the 180 that we would have won had I left the bet in. So it's really frustrating and it's a bit gutting I didn't do it the way I did it, but I had a reason and I'm happy with it, as opposed to Friday where I do feel like I got the bets the wrong way around, and I think I should have done a lucky 15 on Friday. So really good result. So Ernie Bilko was down the field, didn't do well, but then the other 4 were decent. So we had Tamal at Meydan, it was second. I think it SP'd 16s. I did see 22 somewhere else. We had it on 20s on channel, so marginal differences. We then had 355 Musselburgh, Go Bob Go. That was second. We had 11 to 1 on the channel. Avalanche Peak. Now that's probably a Sky Bet specific. So we had it 28s. I think it was 22s SP'd. It got 4th, and not many other bookies would have paid for. Sky Bet did. And then the 5 o'clock Musselburgh Scottish Wind ran a cracker. It really didn't look like it was doing much, and then at the end it came and it was quite a close finish. So really good day, really profitable day for the channel. On the golf, not so good. Both Max Homer and Kevin Sutherland, who had an opportunity for a place, didn't fire on the last day, so we got no return for our £8 golf bet. So it was 10 on, 52.10 back for horses, and we got 8 on, nothing back off the golf. So that concludes review. We'll do today's bets and then I'll do stats in more detail. So today's bets. Bet 1, this definitely won't be for everybody. There's a low amount of value in here, the lower risk than some of the bets I do, definitely, but lower value. It's just about marginal, and I felt like it was still worth putting it in. So unlikely, unless they all win, we're going to win massive money on this bet. But I think it was enough that I thought it was worth putting it in. Anyway, so Carlisle 4 horse lucky 15, 3 o'clock Sky Bet paying 4 places on that race. Uptown Harry 5 to 1. We've then got 335 paying 3 places. Barnet 4 to 1. 405 Juchet Partey. I can't speak different languages very easily. A little bit of Greek. 9 to 1. And then 507 Shoeshine Boy paying 5 places on Sky Bet. That one at 17 to 2. So we've just got that as a straight up 20p each way lucky 15. It's very marginal that I would have included that today. I felt like on the balance, because there's a bit more risk in some of the other bets, I'll put a lower risk bet with a lower value to kind of balance it out. So that's bet 1. Bet 2, it's Dundalk, rescheduled from Friday. So, of course, there is a Dundalk special. There always is on the channel. Dundalk, so we've got 4 horses here. 3:15 Eskimo Lil, paying 4 places on Sky Bet. A lot of bookies won't be doing that, so watch out for that one. Even though it's still worth a go at that price. So if you've not got 4 places, and I would stand by this bet on any bookie. So it's nicer to be able to try and get an extra place on Sky Bet with these, but this is well worth a bet with other bookies. Eskimo Lil 18s, 5:45 Colonel Slade 14s. That's the value horse of the day. I haven't done say the day. This bet, there's a better one in the last bet, but probably second best of the day in terms of value. I haven't done anything extra on it because I've made the last bet a bit more complicated. But that's the horse where there is most value in this bet, I would say. So it's not the biggest price, most value. Colonel Slade 14s, then shorter prices 6:15, Take My Hand 5-1, 6:45 Well Suited 7-1. So it's 20p each way straight lucky 15. And the last bet, a little bit more complication here, and hopefully the colours will come up on the screen. Okay, so what we've got here is a lucky 15. So there's 2 at Newcastle and 2 at Dundalk, both in those races. We've already got one in where they're paying 5 places. So we've got Newcastle, straight out of Compton, 8-1. That's only 6 runners at the moment, so it's 2 places. 5:30 Newcastle, Velma, horse of the day in terms of value by a mile. So it's not the biggest price, it's the one that I think has got the most value. It's not the one I think has got the best chance of winning or placing. It's the one where I perceive the value to be higher. 20-1 Velma. It's been drifting, which I'm amazed about. It's a great price, that. I really like it. So we've got those 2 at Newcastle. And at Dundalk, we've got big prices. Definitely, you would describe this as having a bit of a punt. So we've got 5:45 Maestro Stick. So those of you who've been following the channel, we know we backed it last time, and it's absolutely like bolted out the blocks and led almost the whole way bar the last furlong. That was over 10. This is over 8 furlongs today, and it's not got the best form, but at the price and given how it ran last time, the ratings didn't do it justice. I wanted to give it another go because I think the price is massive. If it does the same as last time, it's definitely got a decent enough chance. So I wanted to stick it in, and then in the 6:15 we've got the rank outside of there, Lady Sands 66-1. There's a bit of form there in a maiden, which I think means it's probably overpriced and overlooked in the market. So I've got them both in there. So this is a big risk bet in terms of those 2 particularly. I think the first 2 are more solid, certainly. So we've got 20p each way lucky 15. We've then got 2 25p each way doubles, one for the Newcastle duo and one for the Dundalk duo. So a 20p each way lucky 15 and an additional 25s on both of those. I want to really just have a bit of a punt on those 2 prices together because it's well worth the risk for the return. And then an additional 50p each way single on Velma, being the best horse of the day for value. Okay, that is what we've got. Hopefully you guys are starting to get the deal now. We're 6 weeks into this channel. We are about value. We don't win every day. We lose more days than we win. We are nicely back in profit for the channel, which is excellent. So it is a profitable channel, and whether you follow the horse bets or the golf bets individually, we're in profit for both types of sports. I do it combined on the channel. But as I said, some of the things we do are a little bit risky. Some of them are unconventional. I know there'll be pro punters watching this going, that guy hasn't got a clue. Those aren't the bets that you should be doing. I don't play the safe bets all the time. And I've said before, I like horse racing and I like having a bet. Okay, so it's not just for me. It's not just about what's the best horse of the day and I'm going to put a bit of a wedge on that. I like to try and mix it up a little bit. And we have got a better return overall by backing these horses in accumulators for the course of the channel, as opposed to if we'd back them all single. I haven't got the accumulators right every day, certainly, but we're in a good enough spot now. So that's today's bets. So stats, quick rundown stats. Last week we finished £138 on, 144.22 return, so a £6.22 profit for the week. So given the fact we had 3 shocking days across the week, Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, to come out ahead by 4.5%, I'm really happy with. We had 2 nice days. They outweighed the bad days, so we were all right. Then a bit more from the detail of the stats, because I've been giving these out as we've gone along. We only did 9 win bets last week, so that's the smallest amount of win bets we've done. Only 3 won, so it's a third. So reasonably in line with our kind of channel stats. 72 each way bets, so it's the most amount of each way bets I've done in any of the weeks. And only 2 winners, which is the lowest by a considerable way in terms of percentages, in terms of way return. So overall, we only had 5 winners on the channel last week, but we still made a really nice enough profit. So 27 of them placed out of the 72, and that's reasonably in line as well. So if all the stats are reasonably in line, why is it that we made profit? We made profit because on a couple of days we got the horses together in the same bets, and that's the bottom line. You know, Saturday it looked terrible. You know, in terms of percentages of horses placing, it wasn't good. But on Friday and Sunday it clicked twice in a week. Clearly it could have clicked even better if we'd managed to have got 4 in one bet. So we keep hitting the bar with that. We've done 3 in one bet and lucky 50 many a time this channel, but not quite got the 4 yet. So we'll get there. Okay, that's the stats. If you have got any other questions and you want to ask anything, whether it's something simple like yesterday, how did you do lucky 15, or something more complex, or Mick asked me yesterday, what's the best day of the week for betting on the channel? Clearly always a risky answer, but for whatever reason, most days are marginal on this channel so far, but Saturday's been terrible and Sunday's been brilliant. So we're now over £100 profit for Sunday bets only. So I'm not advocating only betting me on a Sunday, because we have had losing Sundays. But for whatever reason, there's a statistical anomaly that says that. So if you've got questions, please feel free to ask them. I'm more than happy to give you my best answer that I can. And likewise, last thing I was going to say is I just really, really appreciate all the comments, all the likes, and the subscribes that you give the channel. It's really appreciative, because when you comment and you like, then I know that video on that day is working for you. And for those of you that subscribe, then I know that you kind of want regular, more content. So that's really, really helpful. And just as a word, because I know some people are scared of subscribing, literally subscribing, you press a button and all you do is a little red dot appears on your subscription thing. You're not paying for anything. It's not a paid subscription. So as you all know, these are free bets. Always will be free. No matter how much we are up or down, I will always give out my bets completely free. There are no extras on the side. So pressing the subscribe button, all it does is give you a little red dot alert every time I post a new video. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to give any details. It's all anonymous unless you've set your account publicly. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. We'll call it a day there. I'll see you in the morning when we regroup. Thanks very much.